Hello everyone, I am literally Loki and welcome back to a game with my frame drops so bad. Oh my lord. We're switching that to medium. Oh my god. Welcome to Albion Online. Or welcome back, rather. As you can see, I'm currently in the middle of some progress. Um I said in the description last video, which by the way you should check those, totally not because my the end of the Discord link to my server is there, but totally because you know, my server's just that cool. But also because I put the idea of what I'm gonna do for the next video in there. But I do want to quickly say I'm sorry about the wait. I must have been in the middle of just going around getting tin last time I was recording. Sometimes I forget to go back for the next video. It is what it is. We're here now. But I do want to use this moment to quickly say this video we are making as many daggers as possible. And I got this from loot. I don't I don't even fucking know. I'm gonna be real. It's good quality though, which is wild. But I do want to use this video to say a few things. Well, actually quite a few. I'm actually going to change this to combat because I don't want anyone getting ideas. If anyone doesn't know, I am a leftist. I'm also a queer. And I am someone that firmly believes in the opinion that people should be allowed to be left to themselves if they aren't hurting anyone. And we should give everyone love. And we should be good people. I'm one of those people, and I'm completely breaking away from the entire, oh, look at me, I'm a chaos gremlin, I want death. What the fuck was that? That was weird. I'm completely breaking away from that to genuinely say something. The community from Albion Online is bad, and it's really bad. I understand trolls and shit and people being assholes is just to be expected, but the community for this game is notably bad. I mean, I have seen people say slurs either because they didn't know they were slurs or something else, but the fact they bypassed the filter with them says something about the game's community. So on one hand, hold on, I need to... Well, that was easy enough. You have loot? No, he doesn't. That sucks. But in my time in this community, though it's been small, I'm still really early game, I found them the majority of the time the people I'm dealing with are not nice. I know that's like really ironic for me to say. I notably go out of my way to be a dick sometimes because, well, I do it in a way that's never actually going to hurt. It's instead just minorly like, what the fuck? But my time in this community, I have genuinely seen people harass those who are queer, harass those who are a minority, or anything like that. And I do genuinely want to say, you're probably never going to see me interact with the fan base for that reason. I've said it before, I'll say it again, I am someone who stands with human rights and the rights of people to exist. And I'm not just going to associate with people and have bad people in my circle who believe a certain type of person is inferior to them just because they love someone who is the same sex as them or something like that. And this is also a slight call out. First off, whoa. I've already linked it. Oh, I linked it to my Twitch. Sure. Wardrobe skin monk's hood. And community tokens? Why would you send this guy after me, you dick? What an asshole. Sends the asshole after me because, yeah, sure, fuck it. You know, it's minor. I don't care that much. But in my time in this community, I've noticed an insane amount of prejudice. Sometimes, like, sometimes it'll generally just be chill as this. Chill as shit, you know, a person saying, I like fishing, and, you know, generally talking about the game. All's nice. But then next second, I'm seeing someone, discussing politics, rage. And I understand it's rage bait, don't engage the person. But, like, some things are being said that should not be said, because this game does allow kids. If your game allows kids, you need to at least have a filtering process for slurs and cursing, because they have it for some but not for all, which is either ironic, hypocritical, or something else. So I am going to say, when you see me interact with this community, I am noticeably going to be not hostile but mean, and I'm not going to be as open to interacting with them as I would be with some other games that I'll later get to. There's no other reason than this community has seemingly been unfair and unkind to people that do not deserve that. And not even as in it's like I'm being a dick because it's funny and I don't actually mean it, but in a sense of genuinely trying to enforce an opinion on someone that is usually just trying to live. And someone has been over here. And that's copper. I just need tin. Come on. Alright, let's circle back around. But that is unfortunately the community I've seen. I hope it changes. I hope it gets better. But that's it. That's all I got. It is what it is. People can suck. Doesn't mean we have to allow that. Oh, this guy's going for the tin. Oh, he's going for everything. He may be on the gathering path. I don't care. I'm on the adventure path. Also, insane to me that you know what? I'm just gonna go for this resource node. Like this research node specifically. I am going to use this to take a look at appearances. If my frame stopped dying. I now have a cape. I don't want a cape. Alright, let's see. Availabilities unlocked. Alright, let's check chest. Nothing. Shoes, nothing. Cape. Hide cape. Please. Capes, I get them, but at the same time, they are really fucking stupid. I thought I just unlocked something different. Apparently, I did not. Oh, it's right here. Wardrobe skin. Monk's head on this account. Oh, yeah. Alright, let's see how this looks. Oh, that's actually kind of perfect. Let's apply. Alright. Now let's take a good old look at myself. Not there. But here. I like it. It's not that bad. Alright. Anyways. I should say, for this video, I am going to basically be, just grinding tin. I'm gonna say, off screen, I do grind this game, and I do play it. Let's actually go over these. Hold on. Let's go, you know, let's go this way. You know, kinda clockwise. And I just heard someone cough in my stairwell. Hold on a fucking minute. Alright, sorry. Everyone in my house is sick, including me. I'm one of the cases. I'm one of the two people. My father and I were kind of trucking along, but it's difficult. Alright, as you all can tell, I've completely fucking ignored this. Completely ignored this, completely ignored this. Completely ignored this. I've completely ignored all of these, really. But this is what I imagine all of you want to see. We're on our way to level 1. 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 We're getting closer. It's the only thing I am boosting with learning points. The only fucking thing. I am ignoring everything else. Oh, we actually do need to do that. Spear. Oh, all of these are level 0. All of these I've not paid attention to. Now, this, we have done some stuff for. We have got Journeyman Toolmaker. The only thing the only thing we've really progressed in at most is the Fisherman Crafter. The rest are not really touched. I intend to, I still have no idea what siege equipment is for, but I fully intend to go ham on bags. Because carry weight is major. Alright, now let's check Refiner. Level 1. All of these are level 1. They could go farther. No idea why they are at level 0. That's weird. I'm gonna sneeze. I don't know if that got picked up. I really hoped it didn't. I hoped it didn't. Master Hobbits is the Texas. It's like, what the fuck, Loki? Get your hand in the goddamn game. Anyways. I have adept. Oh wait, sorry, we're on this one. Fuck. Strangely, all of these are level 0. You have to craft, I think, the next layer up, which is unfortunate. If I remember, yeah, you do have to craft the next layer up, so that it's gonna take a while. But Expert Stonecutter, all of these are on their way to level 1. As for this, we have Journeyman and all but Fisherman, which I still have no fucking clue what to use these for. And everything, of course, but Fisherman is going farther. Though all of these are on their way. Oddly enough, this thing has a level 100. This thing's... We'll get into that. I have Trainee Farmer just automatically, and as soon as I can, I'm going to get Harvester. Tracker, we actually did do a bit in, which is why we have this. I still have no idea what I'm gonna move my fucking mic. Hold on. I still have no idea what... Okay, I did not even mean to. Okay, you know what? You die because you can. Into the fog with you. But tracking, I still have not much of a clue what it's for. As far as I know, it seems to be you track down something that has drops and can drop something really good, and it's just another extra skill to buff Reaver. But we'll get them when we get there. I have not used plate armor. I used the base sword for a minute, if you all don't remember at the beginning of the game. Whatever it fucking was. I think it was the beginner's broadsword. Or the crude broadsword. I have very much focused on this. We are level 1 now. Yeah, I get it. I'm slightly overloaded and walking a little bit slower. I'm level 1 in this now. I'm level 8 in leather shoes, and if anyone is curious... What the fuck? If anyone is curious, you will have to rip. You will have to tear Spectre from my fucking hands. Not because of the look, but because it may generally be my way out. I've not taken a look, and once we're there, I'll probably look at different ones, see what's more my style, but we'll get them when we get there. Alright. Level 8, level 8. We are now an expert Reaver. We have not touched bow beyond the beginning. I am leveling up Dagger a lot when all I want to do is get the fucking Death Givers. I just want the Death Givers. I'd go for like any of these at this point. I'm gonna be real. Like Dagger Pair and Death Givers are calling to me the most because of my builds. But like, I feel like once again, the only real way I can get to these points is by testing. Hold on, there's a 2-day thing. Learning points, starter bundles. I refuse to spend money on this game, but I am going to take a look just so some of the notifications go away. And I'm actually going to use this minute to... No. Sorry. My brain's a bit scattered everywhere, okay? I tried recording like 3 times yesterday. I kept having to go up, or I forgot to press record. We are actually going to get this guy. For the love of the game! Yes, it's for the hide. I have a problem. Alright, back to my little nook right here. We're making our way towards Master Reaver. Though, I think Elder has what we want. The Avatar... No, Grandmaster has the, like, perfect. But I am going to say the only reason we're crafting daggers is because I know daggers are very much my playstyle. Like, all of the weapons under the dagger tree are definitely more my type of thing. Though I don't know what exactly calls to me, I do know that either way, I'm going to adore it. I'm actually going to go to the other side real quick to take a look at the recipes. Dagger pair. Assassin spirit, apply an assassin charge. Hold on, let's just take a look. What's the difference here? The bloodthirsty actually, hold on, let's go to the stats. 40 damage per second, 35. This seems to do more damage but less auto attack. And that's about it. That's the exchange. This mother... We have to get the hide. It speeds up the process. I still have no idea what to use this for. The token served by salvaging rewards from community chests can be exchanged for other items. So I should probably not have that on me right now. In a place I can possibly die. But you all are going to see me eventually, as soon as I can, get the basic of all of these and just try them out. Because as far as it seems, Death Givers has the best because of Ghostly Strikes, honestly. Charge the targeted enemy doing 435 magical damage. Turns you invisible for 1 second. Reduces energy cost by 50% for 3 seconds. If your target has 3 Sunder Armor charges, or you have 3 Assassin Spear charges, the ability doesn't go on cooldown. Consumes all Assassin charges or Sunder charges you have applied. Now I am actually curious. Does this have Sunder? It does. Now we can get used to this. That range is 2 meters... It could be better. It could be better. But I did get a torch, in case you all didn't notice. I think this is like the lowest grade, normal, yeah. Or the lowest quality, rather. Now I know the lingo a bit. I have not touched this at all, or this. Once again, because of the way this game is formatted, it is a very much... You try anything, and you'll find a bunch of different play styles. And we're definitely getting there. I'm learning the different type of things going on. And I'm going to for sure try them all out. If anyone's curious, once I, get my Adept Death Givers, because it's so stupidly perfect. It's so stupidly perfect for my build. I am going to... Actually, let me double check this. Slit throat. Okay, no. I am... Bleh, my brain's fucking scattered everywhere. Holy shit, Loki, get your head in the game. Fuck. I am going to, focus on... Well, grinding this would make a lot of sense, but once I have the foundation for my build, you want to know what would be fun? Well, I actually am going to move around a bit. I said I'd 100% the game, and what better way and method is there than actually 100%ing it? So I'm kind of going to try and get everything. Alright, yeah, these two. And the best version of everything. So we're already at the beginning with the trainee crafter. And if we're doing an ABC order... Or if we're just doing in the order we're being given, just in this order, we're beginning here. So I need the best novice broadsword I can get. The literal best. And holy shit, how much durability can this fucking thing have? We're at 16. We have 492 fucking tin. Hold on, let me check my build real quick. What's my bonus? I have 0% more ore yield. What the fuck? Well, activities. What the fuck? Oh, it's this. Actually, no, it isn't. It's neither of these. There's no reason. I'm fucking baffled. But if anyone's curious as to why I'm doing that exactly, it's because I need to get it's because I need to get premium status for 1 month so I can get my personal island and then I never have to get it again. That's it. That's literally the only reason. I just need these. And the only way you can fucking get them is buy, well, I could pay for money, except I don't do that. I don't take the shortcut. I am going to grind for what I get. If that takes hours, sure. If that takes constant grinding, since I need to save every single penny I have in order to get there, fuck it. Why not? And I really should go back and get rid of this and put this in my chest, because this is weighing me down. So is this. I understand we need the fucking skins, but my god, hold on. Let's just double check. Do we need it? We actually do need it. All right. Let's memorize where these two are on the map. This little nook right here. And let's get this one more time, and then let's walk back. Or rather, trot back. I don't think I'm going to be moving that fast. Will we even get the speed boost? No. You're not, because you exceed the max. Okay, fuck you too. But if anyone's curious as to why I've gone so heavily into refusing to buy things, that's the only reason why. I need to save every cent because I don't know what the game looks like later on. I only know the early game. It's grinding, it's running, it's selling and buying. And you're killing anything that could possibly kill you. And that's all in a safe zone. I don't know what it's like in a yellow or red zone, where you can actually die and lose your progress. I don't know what that's like. So, I've just been here, trying. I'm new to the game, and since my method is refusing guides, I'm completely learning on my own. And that's kind of frightening, but it's kind of satisfying. I'm not gonna lie. That's why I do what I do. Without that struggle, without that difficulty of trying to learn a language I do not know, the game just doesn't seem as fulfilling. Yes, I keep opening the map because I'm trying to remember where the fuck I come from. Is he gonna hook back? Not before I'm gone. Okay, barely. I know I'm talking a lot this recording, but I definitely want to change my content style into more of a mix of VOD and not. Like, if you've seen the Form 2 videos, of which you should watch it, I have a playlist on my channel of all the Albion Online videos I have, and this is going to go on it. You should definitely try and... There is a bandit right there. Let's move around. But if you've seen my content before, you know that... Well, someone's fighting down here. That's not PvP. That's someone very slightly out of their depth. We need to get to Forest Cross. I'm not going to say no to tin. Right, content. The method you all are going to basically see is a cross between a VOD and not. I've always been someone who likes the format of content where it's more casual and it's more, you're on this journey with me. I'm not editing out anything beyond the moments where there's really nothing. Like, if I wasn't talking or just spouting bullshit right now, I would edit this sequence out. I would speed it up, edit it out, and we would already be back in Forest Cross. But because we aren't, and because we're here, I am genuinely bringing you all along with me. Hold on. I felt a single knot in my hair. If anyone's curious, I dyed my hair. What does this do? It applies one... No. I think I'm getting the way Sunder Armor works. Each Sunder Armor decreases damage resistances by 11 versus players, 16 versus mobs, stacks up to 3 times. Okay, I'm thinking I'm getting it. It'd be nice to know how long it lasted, but that's one thing. But, you all know how I record the game, so unless something is happening, it's barely edited. It's like minimum editing. There's captioning, maybe a bit of fuckery. To anyone who remembers, I regret nothing. It was funny. Fuck you. To those who to the people who either are joining my content now or have never seen me before, watch my Getting a Journey video. And that's gonna, it's such a lovely video. There's totally nothing at the timestamp in that video that I am putting on my screen right now. God, I did that impulsively, alright? Because usually, because I've been sick, I've not really been able to sleep. So it was really late at night, I'm tired, I don't want to fucking do anything. But I can't sleep because I'm in pain because I'm sick, and painkillers aren't helping, right? So what do? I sit down at my computer, and I edit. And that's you... Is that the human form of Fiona from Shrek? What the fuck? Sorry, red hair, green dress, if I remember, is literally Shrek. Like, I've not seen that film in like a decade at minimum. I don't watch... I'm weird, apparently. I refuse to watch films for kids. Like, I'll watch a kid's film, don't get me wrong. I love the film Nimona. I love the movie Nimona to hell and back. To those who don't know, before I was Loki, I was Nimona because I genuinely loved that film so much that I wanted my username to be an homage to it. I changed it because it didn't roll off the tongue as well. So, you know, literally Loki. We're just gonna put you here. Actually, we're gonna put you all the way down here. That feels about right. And because the carry weight is actually going to fucking kill me. Slightly overload. What the fuck is happening? Oh, someone's getting beat up. Oh, damn. Oh my god. 6. That change was so drastic.
Don't be shy.
Actually, you know what? No, I need the money. Alright. Ignoring the assholes that are trying to kill each other, we're gonna go back and keep mining. But when I did the little bit back in the former video, back in the last video, I did it purely because I thought it would just be something to do. Like, I had sat down on my computer, edited nonstop for so long, and I was kind of going insane. I was kind of going insane from the grind of this game. I'm gonna be completely real. This game's kind of demoralizing. It's like not the worst, but constantly trying to grind for your resources if you don't have someone you can rely on. And you don't have like a guild or something like with you. Like I like the feeling of being on my own and working and trying to get stronger. It's a satisfying feeling. It's genuinely rewarding because it gives me this sense of independence. That's one of the reasons why I never join guilds, and when I do, I like causing shit to happen because it's more satisfying than the other way around. I am going to attack, bro. And give me your hide. Perfect. But if anyone is curious, that is basically the reason why I'm making my own guild in this game. Like, I'm not just going... why don't I just join a guild to get access? Well, one, because apparently guilds can tax, and, like, guilds actually have a tax rate on their players. And, well, I don't want to make a not paying my taxes joke, because that... coming from me, someone who's a leftist, that'd be really fucking funny. Because we kind of... and, yeah, I have to watch what I say. Apparently some guilds can put their taxing amount to insanely high amounts. I'm gonna put mine when I make my guild at, like, a reasonable level. No other reason than I genuinely don't want someone to get, like, a headache or anything, because they have to grind for a lot just to keep up their current amount of money. I don't like doing that to the people I'm in charge of. It just doesn't, it just doesn't feel right. You know what I mean? So I'm much more of someone who does stuff like this. However, I am actually going to look at, activities. Isn't there a daily page? Daily events, daily events. Yes, up next, solo dungeoneering. I hope so. That's probably going to be the next video. Like, this video may just be grinding and a bunch of bullshit, but hey, it's fun. Oh, I should mention, because I forgot, I did the drink thing. I have Coca-Cola Zero Sugar with me, an entire 2-liter, because it's Saturday, and on Saturday I like to treat myself. So if you all hear me swallowing, no, you don't. All right, guilds. What I'm probably gonna do is I'm probably going to make it like 10% tax. I think that's probably going to be the standard. I'm not someone that's like going to go, oh, you need to side with me or do anything like that. That's just not fair. Yeah, if you're in the Discord server or you know me as a person, like you're my friend and you're watching this, you know the way I organize guilds and clans and factions in games are very empirical. Like, hell, I'll actually read the fucking excerpt I made for the goddamn lore of why I make guilds and shit. I'm in more tyrannical and more organized. Give me a second. Alright. Hold on, we're gonna mind 10 as I do this. Alright. Alright, the history, or rather the reason. The reason before the history. It's cringe, but it's me being autistically obsessed with Norse mythology, and this being basically Norse fanfic. I know what I am. I know what I am. Alright. The entire idea of the Holy Norse Empire, or Yggdrasil, comes from a long-standing love for Norse mythology and the Marvel character Loki, from a sense of relatability. In my time in games, joining factions, guilds, clans, I've noticed the thing that causes it to collapse is always a lack of order, a lack of balance in how one is the leader of the group, a lack of goals for someone to strive to. This design of a faction fixes that. It plugs the holes that could have made the improper structure and care for a group. So, I made the lore, the structure to abide by an idea I had for a book once when I was like 11. What the fuck? And now we're here. Make sense? Cool. To further explain, one of the major reasons why I organize my guild so exactly and why I kind of hybridize the Holy Roman Empire in Norse mythology is because one, I always liked I always liked the idea of abandoning tradition for the sake of pursuing. Tradition matters. I'm not going to say it doesn't. Tradition, honor matters to people, but as someone who is like genuinely someone who loves the topic of Loki as a god, in some versions of the Edda I've seen in some folklore, Loki turns out to be more of a person that abandons tradition all for the sake of what works. If your tradition isn't working, fuck it. Fuck you. And that kind of fits with the chaos of him. Like, it fits with the chaos of me, frankly. So I said fuck it and went for it. I did not mean to. I was like, maybe I can make my mouth disappear. No, I did not. The entire reason I organize it as such is because, let's be realistic here. And because I've always ended up in clans or guilds or factions in video games with LARPers. So to me, it's kind of second nature to slightly roleplay in those games. And to anyone who doesn't know, when we get to the actual RPGs, I think the first one on the list, I gotta open the spreadsheet. Give me a second. First one on the list is Baldur's Gate 3 that actually that I know of that actually has like full character customization. You make your own backstory, you make your own lore. That's the first game, and I roleplay. Like, I fully go in-depth roleplay. For the first runs, you all will not see me do that. For the first, like, 3, you'll just see me do my 3 favorite builds to do in games, and then you will never see it again. Not once. And that's the way it goes. That's the way it works. And as a result, when it comes to making factions, I like the roleplay aspect. It's like Pavlovian. It feels wrong to not have it. I can break away from it I can break away from it, but like having the organization of a faction not be rigid and exact always feels wrong. I don't know. Maybe it's the entire power hungry jokes I keep making and I've manifested them into reality, and now I'm here, but it's interesting. But let's run through the organization. The Holy Norse Empire is a what-if scenario of Yggdrasil falling apart. Ragnarok comes, and instead of every single god besides a handful dying, Loki is shielded by his daughter Hel, his son the wolf Fenrir, and the world serpent Jormungandr. Your men. I always fuck up that one. Hold on, give me a second. Jormungandr. I think that's the pronunciation. I'm not good at the pronunciation of some words from Norse mythology, but I know I'm decent at others. I'm pronouncing them how I was taught, as in literally in a classroom. So I may be butchering them. I may not be. I wouldn't know. It is what it is. But when it comes to the literal lore, or no, you know what, lore, yeah, the lore of why Yggdrasil is the way it is that when Ragnarok had come, Loki is the only god left, with tiny notes of every other god within him. He has no choice but to lead. He does whatever he does then. He makes an empire. He asks Fenrir, his only child that makes it, and Golvig, the only other god that makes it, oddly enough. Golvig is totally not the exchange for is totally not the closest deity to like my friend Sock, who is you know, like my fucking go-to person for RPGs and MMORPGs. I got them into this. I have no idea how much they've played, but Sock, if you're watching this, I can smell you. I can smell you, motherfucker. Best friends since 2nd grade, by the way. Literal best friends since 2nd grade, and I still terrorize them. But if anyone is curious, the entire reason Yggdrasil operates more like the Holy Roman Empire is because the entire idea is Fenrir and Loki traveled, and they brought forth all these different things, relics of the world, relics of Midgard, and decided to unite the world. Not out of a sense of power, but so there was never another instance of Loki feeling alone. It's, once again, it's Norse fanfic. I'm being completely real. It's Norse fucking fanfic. You know, it's pissing me off, so I'm finally gonna turn it on The Gathering. I am turning on Quick Learn for Adept or Minor. It has been pissing me off how I've noticed every single time in the combat, not all eligible nodes have Quick Learn enabled. Like, my god. It's basically just Norse fanfic. I made it off an idea, I think back at the very beginning of quarantine. It stayed in my mind, and I brought it back for the way my faction works. I don't know if it's all that accurate. I did do as much research as I could. I did a hell of a lot of reading. I went to the fucking library. I got books. I read the books. I returned them, and I used what I got from the books. So we're here now, all right? But the entire reason the way I organize guilds and that type of thing is purely just because I really like having a firm grasp on whatever faction I'm in. People, maybe it's the username, but people, when I'm in a guild with them, tend to not really trust me later on. I'm gonna admit, I did do that to myself in a Minecraft, like a massive Minecraft SMP once. This was like, I think around, at most, 40 different people I knew, back from my junior high and middle school. Junior high or middle school. And this was during quarantine, and I betrayed one group and none trusted me. By the way, by saying betrayal, I killed a guy who kept taking my food, or specifically the part of a farm that was designated to me. And they said I betrayed them. So yes, I did never play that server again, because middle school sucks. But it is what it is. It happens. I will say this. When it comes to the way I organize the guild, it's very much... I wanted to do all the things that make a guild not fall. A firm leadership with separate ranks, meaning if you're a really good you're really good at helping out the clan, you get to rank up. And the faction. We're just gonna say faction as the general term. Fuck you. And the only good example I have for that is it's in my Discord server. The mod team, the staff, the admin, are like the following ranks: God, Demigod, and Kyonyonger, which is the translation for king. And the reason why is because that felt right. The entire idea of the faction is that it's the cult of Yggdrasil, and it's called Yggdrasil if you are religious in the cult, or if you are a part of the cult side, or it's the Holy Norse Empire if you're just there. The entire idea is the cult acts as administration. They stop all conflicts. They are judges in conflicts between kingdoms, and they stop their judges and jury to any conflict going on between kingdoms or places in the Holy Norse Empire, or the HNE, for short. And that's the entire idea. Like, the entire idea is you have that, and then you have Kjolnjongers, which are kings, Jarls, which are chieftains who act more like lords in a kingdom. Then you have, I actually have the ranks right here. Give me a sec. Then you got warrior, which is someone who could be a veteran or an active soldier, which are basically able to buy and own land or a business whenever they want. And as a result, they are basically just a side faction of the Carls. The Carls are someone who can own land and a business. And it's not C-A-R-L, it's K-A-R-L. Fuck you. They got Norseman, which is a common person. From middle rank soldier to learned scholar, they're just the people. Then you have thralls. Thralls are people who are in prison, basically. Or they have... In order to make people still feel free and to know redemption is at the end, they're what a thrall actually was. A thrall was a slave. And specifically, thralls are people who do not deserve the dignity of death. Like, if you were to steal from someone and genuinely be a horrible person and do it because you simply want to, you would get a fitting punishment. Maybe you die, depending on what you stole, maybe something else. But it would depend. In the Holy Norse Empire, the entire idea is it's literally meant to be a Norse version of the Roman Empire. And it's meant to fully separate itself from that idea by having notes of Norse culture or Scandinavian culture from medieval times in there. Once again, I do not know how accurate the books I read are. I searched the books up while I was at the library. As far as it looks, they are genuinely, accurate, but I can only hope that's the case. Is this? Yeah, it is. We need 29. I'm not gonna do quick. I shouldn't be tempted. But the entire idea, the problems I've noticed in factions is a leader stops caring, or the admin stops caring, which means it becomes chaos and anarchy, which means the good people leave, and once the bad people are all that remains, they realize they have no engagement, so they leave too. And that's if the leader and the staff stops giving a fuck. Then you have the Norse side. Oh, actually, real quick, how much is it to make a guild again? It's 1 million. Yeah, because I can never have a break, can I? You have the entire problem of if you rule only with fear in a guild, as in it's like, do this or you're banned, do this or you're banned, or you have to leave, you make the place not fun. And that just goes in general for being the person in charge of something at all. I've genuinely used what I've learned in how to be a leader in anything to make this guild or any faction I'm a leader of not go to shit. It's not a random place of, oh, look at this, it's so funny, or like I'm going to excuse a bad thing. I'm going to be a balance. That I'm not glazing myself. I hate if this is corny and I hate if this is cringe, but I'm genuinely trying to say when I am in charge of a faction, I have the formula down. It's just don't be a dick, and don't be a dick to people. Don't be overly strict. Allow leniency because sometimes people need that, because even if it's a game, sometimes if they take it too seriously, that becomes stressful. There's no reason to be an ass. give something people to strive to, reward them when they do something, and make sure you know they're a valued member of whatever you're doing. Whatever you're doing. Holy shit. I live by this rule set when it comes to being a leader and stuff. Because it works. Maybe it. I'm not. I don't know if like formalizing how to be a leader or how to like have a guild stay in my control is like cultish or anything like that. And I'm gonna be real. There's a video literally called "How to Be a Cult Leader" that I did use a slight reference in the sense of how to make it so people. This sounds bad. This sounds really bad, but let me explain. There was a video I watched called "How to Be a Cult Leader," which does genuinely use as a reference that you can use these skills to stay in control of a group if they could go out and keep them engaged and with you. It does not have to be for a cult. It's just a general method that cults adopted that is actually well used. That's basically it. It sounds so bad out of context, but that's it. But that's kind of how I look at being the leader of a guild. You split up the administration and the powers so you aren't doing everything. And as a result, it does better. Having one person decide everything is stressful. Having another person at that point at a place of power that can advise you and help you out is really fucking helpful. I'm looking at you, Sock. If you're watching this, once again, my best friends in 2nd grade. Genuinely so damn nice for how much they've helped me out with stuff. How much more tin ore can I possibly need? Oh my god. There has to be like an abundant area, right? Like a gathering, that's copper, but there has to be like a place where there's like 7 tin, or there's like 4 or 5 clumped up. But I don't know if I sound sociopathic when I say that, you know what I mean? Like I just say, oh, you have to do this, you have to abide by this. Like I don't know if it sounds bad, because saying just the sentence alone, I have a formula on how I am a good leader of a guild to keep it together. Like, I know that's kind of ironic that, like, me, the person who claims to be Loki, wants a position of power. Well, come on, I love the Marvel character. I don't want the throne. I never wanted it. No, I totally didn't want it. I actually don't care for the position of power. It's always more of a... I'm being completely real. The position of power part never is what intrigues me about being a guild leader. It's more so having people that can help each other out and getting a bit of a community. My frames died there. What the fuck? Like, dead ass. And I'm noticing this video is going to have a lot more me talking, more VODs, because I'm not just, like, going through shit or whatever. But I mean it. When it comes to recording and when it comes to managing a guild, my method has always been make sure whatever you make can stand on its own 2 legs. Do I want power? No. That's why I always split it up. I don't care. I'm busy. I'm a student. The reason I have the guild, the reason I have anything like that is purely just because I fucking like the sense of community. I like having something based around Norse mythology. Yes, I'm not gonna lie. I like the power. I'm gonna be real. Power's nice, but I don't care that fucking much about it. Power is power. It comes and goes, and it changes hands as often as it doesn't. I just care more about, like, chilling and doing what I want. And yeah, power is needed so I can do that. Also because I really like, I really like the, you know, the whole theme I got going on. You know, the Yggdrasil thing, and then, you know, calling your guild Yggdrasil, and then having people from all the different places and locations join it, and you all know what I mean. The theme's perfect. I like the theme. I like the theme. Calling oh my god, why did I ha that? Eh. Calling a faction Yggdrasil is something I really like, cuz like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it's still a case where I had a friend who was so in tune with Norse mythology, wanted to see if any of the gods would claim me, and the two deities for outcasts claimed me. Like, what the fuck? Right? That's perfect. Regardless, I don't know. I think the entire organization method I go for in factions is definitely just to give people a goal to strive to, so that way they have motivation, and to make sure they know that how what they're doing is helpful, and make sure they know that. Even if it's a game and it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, they're still helping, and that's nice. I don't know. I'm very much a person that I'm trying to defend why I want to have a faction for any other reason than purely for the theme and the bit. Like, in truth, that's basically the reason why. It just fucking works. I am the god of fucking mischief, and I am a Norse god. Well, my namesake is. My namesake is a Norse god. Fuck, you got what I mean? Like, the entire fucking bit here is literally that I just need to keep going with the theme. And if anyone asks why I like necromancy, yes, it's because Hell also claimed me with Loki, and I have to. Like, come on. I'm into gothic shit. I'm into morbid stuff, like what people do with bodies, cannibalism. I have to. It's interesting. The combination is too good, okay? It's too fucking good. Can you blame me? You can't, so blow me. But that is basically the entire gist of it. The entire reason I want a guild or a faction, I want to be the leader, is purely just so there's a community. And since I'm starting here for the players that play this, I want them to have a place to go and play and meet other fans. If I ever get there, I don't fucking care personally. But it's more of a sense of following the brand. I'm being 110% real. You are the leader of a faction. You are the leader of a faction, and your username is literally Loki. If you do anything that is not based around Norse mythology, you are basically spitting in the theme that you have built. My entire account has stuff around Norse mythology. I literally pay homage to the Norwegian ancestors and the part of my family I never got to meet. It's a long story, but it's not my story to tell, but I never got to meet them, and it is heartbreaking. My namesake online is homage. It's paying homage to, is it homage? Homage? It's paying respects to the family I never got to meet, basically. It's saying, hey, thank you for bringing me here into this world. And it's saying it's saying that if I could, I would have loved you. It's a combination of things, and all in all, it culminates into me basically being a Norse mythology nerd. And that being the theme, with a bit of gothic and alt bullshit put in, perfect. Like, I want everyone here to know, half the time during the last video, when I was doing the montages of me mining and something, I was just blasting some random ass music. I'm not even joking. I was just blasting like some song I randomly liked. I think I was blasting Killing actually, hold on, let me pull up Spotify. I can't play it, but I can pull up the name. I listen to a lot of stuff. Also, yes, I have Spotify. My father has a family thing. He gets it per year, and he got it before everything around the owner formerly supporting ICE. Which, by the way, this is gonna surprise no one, but of course I don't like that goddamn organization. I'm not gonna get into the exact politics of it, but if you're just hurting people and you're not hearing them out, you're not giving them their due process, you're just a bad fucking person, and you're a bad goddamn government, and we all know that. Killing Floor by Emma Ruth Rundle and Thou. And all I know is my friend introduced me to that song by her, and it's the only song I know by her, and just said the words, "This feels like something you would listen to, because it's slower, and you said you want to get into metal." And that I did. I did want to get into metal. So, yeah, I was listening to songs I was told to listen to during the montage. I turned it on my phone, muted my mic so I could just listen. It's stupid, but it works. We're only 39%. Please. Like, I was here about, I want to say, a few days ago, and oh shit, I can close that. So that's the ping. There's no key. Double click. How do you remove a ping? Oh, they go away over time. Open travel mode, shift and open. Alright, it's this. Sorry, I just want to do that. I was like around, I want to say this area earlier a few days ago, and I was getting like a lot of tin, except now I can't find that. I don't know if resource nodes and where they are change over the course of the day, but it's fine. I can endure. I don't care that much. Oh, yeah. Another thing. The entire spiel I just went on about like Norse mythology, paying respects to the part of myself I never got to meet. What the fuck do you want? He's gonna say some shit. 110% gonna say some shit. Let's find out. Oh, did he get the notification for the ping? What the hey, Granny and your... We're gonna ignore that. From what I know, the community of this game is kind of tight-knit. There's not a big player base of people that genuinely talk. So... I imagine they're all friends and they're just fucking with each other. I mean, my friends and I... Well, friend, I'm gonna be real, I have none. Well, I have a few. But I also have none. Yeah, I'm actually gonna get real for a second. I'm not gonna vent in a video, but I feel like I kind of alluded to it on accident, so now I have to explain. I had a friend for like a year who genuinely immediately got really close with me, and I'm not much of a hey, let's go hang out person. No, that's not my style. I'm more of someone that would like to see a movie, maybe chill out, read a book. I like socializing. Don't get me wrong. Why the fuck do you think I'm a content creator? What the fuck? Do you think I could be an introvert and be a content creator? I mean, it's possible. That was my format of content, like, half a year ago, but it's not anymore. It's not anymore. That was a fucking eagle. I heard that sound effect. What the fuck? But I had this friend who was kind of the one that would invite me into groups. The majority of the group was out of my grade, and I was clearly not okay at that point. I'm gonna be completely honest. I struggle with some mental issues. And I was at a real low point, and this person kind of helped me out of my shell, and I got better. But then they just didn't. They weren't there at a point, and I got ghosted for 8 months by them. And I never got a reason, and they said they forgave themselves for ghosting me for 8 months. Yeah, what the fuck, right? But I've learned to just forgive that. I'm chilling now. I'm existing. I don't care anymore. The problem is, it's more so that person was the one that would get me to go out and meet the friend group, because I had a really bad depression at the time. I didn't want to do anything except this person. This person helped, and then they ghosted me, and then I was just like, oh, okay, fuck it. Now me and that person aren't friends anymore, and that's the way it goes sometimes, you know? You lose friends, regardless, you live on, because more than losing friends and while it hurts in the minute, the fact that you can feel that loss, grieve over a friendship, and miss someone's kind of beautiful, right? You can cry over losing someone. And that's genuinely a beautiful thing. Sorry, fuck. Sometimes I get randomly philosophical. Yeah. I was the co-president of a philosophy club for like 3 years. I'm really into some shit. Not even as in, oh, follow this person's like philosophy. No, that's not my style at all. It was more debating the concepts. The entire idea wasn't learn the philosophy, it was discuss it. Don't learn a name of an old of an old person 1,000 years ago or a few hundred years ago who maybe had some good ideas, but they never comprehended reality could be like this, and they had no good sense on psychology at that time. I'd also like to make that point to many topics. Many influential forces, ideologies, religions, and so on, never thought we would be in the time and age where you could genuinely murder thousands with a press of a button. And frankly, that's why I don't subscribe to any specific one of them. They never considered reality could be this way. I keep accidentally fucking pressing it. Oh my god, I get I have a tremor, but come on. How much? Oh, we're on 36%. You know what, we're just gonna move around. But that's kind of why I can get random. I left the club when I left my old high school. So I don't really get the chance to talk about that type of subject anymore. Which kind of makes me yearn for it tiny bit. I'm going to be real, but, you know, it is what it is. But I lost my friend. That friend was kind of the motivation for me talking to people. And it is what it is. Sometimes life goes that way, and either way we recover and we keep going. Because life has its ups and downs, and either way, I think that's a bit beautiful. I forget I'm really just at peace with reality sometimes, my god. No, all in all, I genuinely I kind of lost that friend group though, because the person, I felt like all of them kind of tolerated me because I was good friends with one person, and then that person stopped being friends with me, so I just don't get invited to the gatherings. Also, the gatherings has that person there, and that's gotta be fucking difficult and tense. Like, whew. Like, I've seen that person a few times. They work at the store I go to get groceries, and, I don't care. I'm not gonna vent. I'm just gonna say, like, we're here, we're having fun, life has its ups and downs, and regardless, the fact that it happened sucks, but it is what it is. It do be. Que Sarah. I stole that from Dr. Bosch. Oh shit, hold on, I actually do need to lock in now. I need to get familiar with the Sunder armor. Decreases damage resistances by 11. It's exact, but I'm learning. I find it funny, once again, I'm just obsessively looking for tin. We're at fucking 300. I think we've hit over 900. Nope. I'm doing the math in my head. We've hit an insanely high number, okay? I don't remember the exact amount. We are going to jump this guy, though. Ah, shit. Why did you continue walking into him? That was so fucking stupid. I'm almost dead for that. What? I, like, pressed a button that meant I should stop walking towards, and it just didn't read that. My frames didn't even die in the moment. That could have meant that. It just fucking stopped. This game's interesting. But, yeah, as a result, I do kind of have a close-knit, small friend group. I don't know. Unfortunately, a lot of my interests coincide with people that don't really get along with people like me, aka I'm queer, and unfortunately, a lot of alt-right-wing people really don't like that, and really like some of the things I do. I'm really into medieval history. Unfortunately, the only fucking crowd I've encountered are people who believe, like, AI art's fine. The only ones that don't are trans women, and I love trans women. Genuinely, trans people are stupidly the nicest people on earth. If I'm glazing them, then I am. But hey, it is what it is. I love people, and queer people usually have so much more flavor. I'm not gonna say, like, straight people, cisgender people, people who aren't queer are boring or anything. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying a lot of my interests usually end up, what the fuck? At least I get some tier 3 hides. What the fuck? Oddly enough, I survived that. How much weight? Oh, it's only 5%. But I do genuinely want to use this, use it, what the fuck was I saying? No, but, a lot of the, things I like, a lot of queer people like too. So, usually they just coincide with my interests. It's always nice just to meet someone, who has them. And, I'm gonna be real. People will say, go online, you're gonna meet bad people, you're gonna meet creeps. And of course that's a danger. Please, stay safe. But the people I met, angels. Genuinely sweet people that kept me alive at my lowest. I check in with them. And to those friends, I know we don't talk every day, but you still mean the world to me. I love all my friends. And you're all really nice, really sweet. And a big ol' thank you to my wife. I don't actually have a wife, but she's gonna be my wife, I swear. She helps. She just helps me exist. That woman is the reason I breathe. God, I'm remembering the time someone said this is kind of niche, but I was once in a discussion with someone, and we were talking about the ways we love. You know, right? It was just a random deep talk with one of my friends, and I fully admit I love in a cringe way. It's cringe. I'm gonna accept that. I love in a fucking cringe way. I love with all of me, and I love completely. Yeah, that's cringe. Yeah, that's annoyingly sappy, but it's how I love. It's how I know how to love. And like when we were comparing like how we love, I was just like, I know the type of I know the type of love I give out is like Morticia and Gomez Adams. If you don't love your partner with all of you flaws, imperfections, if you don't love your partner at their lowest, if you don't love your friends at their lowest, then you don't love them. I'm actually gonna add that. Being a friend to someone means being able to still be friends with them when they are in a bad spot and it is stressful to be around them. If you explain that and to them fully and just say, I know I can go down and I know I can get stressed and I know I can be in a bad mood and I don't want to be in one because of where you are, but I still care for you. I just need some time, and too much bad stuff is too much bad stuff regardless. It's the reason why I don't look at the news a lot, because I already know what's happening and I only look at it once a day. I'm not going to repeatedly look at it because it's going to make me feel bad. I have to remember that people are good, people are kind, people are loving, and people are lovely. So I don't look at the news a lot because, unfortunately, it is a loud, small population of people who aren't loving that are in control of many, many parts of our lives right now. But love is love, and I hope soon we'll go back to being able to smile and look at this and remember that love won. God, I'm a fucking sap. Basically, I'm noticing this video is a lot more me rambling, me ranting. I am going to say, and we've just been getting fucking, we're near 400, goddamn. And we've just been getting fucking, 10. But I am going to say, because we're about to be able to go back, oh my god, freedom. I am going to say, because we're about to go, that loving your friends means being able to be with them through thick and thin. Being unable to help them... being unable to help them is one thing. If you need a therapist, find a therapist. If you can't afford one, well, there are genuine support groups you can go to for free that exist. And I love those groups. I went to one when I was at a low point. And I felt so happy. I felt welcomed. I felt not alone. And I recommend that to people. It's a genuinely welcoming environment of people that know how you feel and want you to remember that you won't always feel that way. And maybe you'll feel that way again. But regardless, you're you. And there are people out there that wouldn't have you any other way. And if you're friends with someone and they're at a low point, don't try to help them. I'm not saying you shouldn't be a good friend and try and, make it so they don't, do anything bad to themselves or other people. I'm saying just having someone listen helps a lot. And if that's not helping, be the friend to tell them that they need to find therapy. If they can't get a therapist, tell them their support groups. And genuinely, I'm going to say this because we started off the video with me talking about how, unfortunately, this fan base for Albion Online does seem to have a lot of people who do not like people like me in it. I am going to say that if you or someone you know are struggling with mental health, do not be afraid to go to a therapist. Do not be afraid. Just because it's failed before does not mean it will. Therapy is one of those things where a person is trying to look into your soul and understand you. That's kind of fucking difficult for someone to randomly goddamn do. So therapy takes time. It takes time to find your therapist. It takes time to find someone who fits you just right. And that's the way it goes in psychology. It took me until I was 17 to find the therapist I currently have. And she's the best therapist I've ever had, genuinely. And that's because she's perfect for me. That's the way therapy works. So, remove your prejudices of it. Trust me, no one is happy and comfortable in a therapy room. The therapist is on their first session is... God damn it. It's that therapist's first session with you. You wanna know what they're wondering? They're 110% wondering, am I meeting someone that needs to go to a program, like a genuine mental hospital, or am I meeting someone that has something I can work with? Because keep in mind, if you are quite literally close to doing something bad, there is no shame in going to a mental hospital. There's no shame in going to a partial program where you're there for half of your day, or going there 24/7. Because if that is what you need, that is what you need. And what you need more than anything is to... Whoa, what the fuck? I'm waiting for the cooldown. I'm fucking with this. I'm fucking with this. My frames. I must get included. Holy shit, he spawned a double. I don't even want the loot, man. I just wanted to do that for the love of the game. Rare animal remains. So that's why people do tracking. You can literally just get good loot. Okay. Just know that's the reason. What are we at? Oh my god. We're like a whisper away from getting out of here. My god. But I generally want to say there is no shame in needing to take a mental break. There's no shame in needing to care for yourself. There's no shame in saying what matters most right now is making sure I'm alive. And maybe that means taking a break from... Maybe that means going on a vacation. If you don't have the money, then just go somewhere. Oh, but I don't want to use my vacation days. You're sick right now. Maybe not physically, but mentally sick. And it takes the brain time to heal from sickness, just like the body. This got randomly supportive and randomly like mentally care for yourself. But I do generally want to clarify: if you need help, seek it out. If you're saying you don't need help, but people around you are saying you need help, not because you're doing something harmful. Or not because you're doing something mild, but because you're doing something that is genuinely obstructing your life or is harming you, and your family is saying it's harming you, or your friends are saying it's harming you, but it's not... Like, you will get what I mean. You will get what I mean. There is something that is harming you, and you know it is, but you are denying it. And then there is something that is harming you. Then there's something that people are saying is harming you that is not harming you. There's a big old fucking difference, and if you compare the two, your brain will not be able to see, or not be able to blur the lines. I'm saying this genuinely. There is no shame in needing to care for yourself, and anyone who says otherwise sucks. Your first priority should be you. I'm not saying that don't love people, don't care for people, don't help people. I'm saying your first priority should be you, in the sense of, if a ship is sinking and your friend is on the sinking ship and they're saying leave, leave. Pull them off the sinking ship the best you can. That is what a friend does. Do not confine yourself into believing, though, that you need to pull them off. That you need to be the one to pull them off, because you know that there's a chance they won't. And that's the way it unfortunately goes. Some people are sinking and we can't help them. But other people can. And that is why we bring them to therapy. You all get what I mean? Okay, good. Care for people, care for yourself. People that don't believe in therapy are fucking stupid, because genuinely, I am saying this, therapy has kept me alive. I get like, I get like I've very much been not so much in my, I'm chaotic, I'm Loki, I do chaotic things. But that's because I want to spend the majority of this video genuinely, like, clarifying that there is genuinely no shame. And if you feel like there is shame in taking care of yourself and your mental health, you are not in a good environment, and you need to remember that. Anyways. We're at 10 durability. Just a bit more, baby. I am going to say I'm sorry this video is going to be longer and more rant heavy than usual. I just feel like that's more... I don't know, I've had a lot to say. I've just had a lot to say. I did want to genuinely mention the, like, prejudice against therapy is not fair, because that entire industry keeps people alive. And if anyone says, oh, so they can drug you up to be their drones. Are you fucking stupid? Gain, I'm... Gain, if I'm not on, like, antidepressants, I don't feel good. I'm gonna be real. Take your meds. There's no, like, take your meds. Take your meds, go to therapy, go to a support group, go to whatever you need. Also, your addictive vices aren't good for you. I know every vice can be addictive, and every vice is addictive by nature, but genuinely, just don't. Don't let yourself fall into that trap. Don't let yourself get addicted to shit you know is not good for you. I know I'm like, I know I'm young, and saying this, but I don't know, maybe it's just how I run as a person. Like, the way I exist is, I exist as someone that likes chaos. I exist as someone that likes fucking around and dicking with people. But I also exist as someone that knows too much is too much. Not to go for certain topics when I'm fucking with someone. And unless that person clarifies they're comfortable with it. Because everyone has boundaries, and we need to respect them. Also, if anyone is curious, yes. Yes, I did watch the Superman movie, and yes, it is still... I watched the Superman movie as soon as it was on Max, and yes, it is still, like, entirely forming how I think and see people. Everyone deep down is human and is love. We're all just led astray by opinions and want for power and things that don't matter. I think that's why I always found a kinship with Loki in Norse mythology and Marvel. A character who unapologetically removes people from pedestals and fucks with them purely because it's just saying your establishment doesn't matter. The only reason I'm like, oh, I need a guild is purely literally just for the benefits it can bring me. Like 110%, I'm being completely real. The guild is not because, oh, I want power and oh, the community. It is those reasons, but it's also because, you know, when you have a guild, you also have like anyways, when you have a guild, you have perks. and benefits that can help you out later on. I'm very much someone that likes standing on my own in video games, but I'm not even going to lie. There are sometimes you need other people. It's why when it comes to how I play games that I literally say, if I have no clue what I meant to do, and I can't find it out after hours of looking around, moving, and trying to figure it out, I'm going to... genuinely use a guide, or I'm going to ask other people. Because I like being a loner. I like being a loner in games because then I have no allegiances to tie myself to, and I can just dick around. But I'm not going to act as if that's the only fucking way. Some people find solace in a community. That's one of the reasons why I content create. I want people to be able to watch my content, and I want there to be a community. Maybe it's a pipe dream, maybe it's stupid, but hey, any way I can make people like find other people that make them feel happy and safe and they aren't hurting each other, I'm gonna do it. Because that's what matters more to me than just some fuck ass bullshit like a guild because I get more gold or silver in this instance. Yeah, I want the guild because it gets me more silver. Yeah, I want it because the island and the benefits are undeniably good. But there's other reasons. Because when I run out of answers, it's literally the only fucking way. Like, what am I meant to do after, like, hours of trying to figure something out and I fucking can't, right? It's just bullshit, man. Either way, that's one of the reasons I do the guild thing. I don't know, I just feel like it's a good answer to preventing, overworking. To preventing any, like, chance of overworking yourself. Or have, whoa, my fucking frames, what the fuck? If you're in a guild, you have someone that not only is part of a party or squad if you need them to be, but you also have someone that can, like, do whatever you need them to that you can't do, and that is undeniably helpful. We're at 300. Hold on, we're not done. Oh, we're not done by a lawn shot. Wait. The max is out at 999. Oh god. Alright, okay. Next. All the tier 3 hides I can get. This has been an entire... I've been doing this off fucking screen. If you haven't been able to notice, I've been doing the grinding, resource grinding off screen because that's fucking easier. And by the way, I also have this from, I think, a solo dungeon I did, and the same as this, yet I have no fucking clue what... Like, hold on, actually. Where the fuck is the royal... Hold on, give me a second. I know it exists. Fucking show me. There we are. Royal sandals. Yeah, here it is. You need the scholar. Wait, no, hold on, that's the entirely raw fucking tree. It literally is just like, yeah, make this shit. Like, what? I don't fucking know anymore. But I've been fucking grinding the game non-stop. I've been playing this shit. I've been going ham. And we're still fucking here. Because all I need is just a lot of daggers so I can craft a lot of fucking daggers so I can finally get fucking death givers. And then, finally, fucking finally, you wanna know, after grinding, I will somehow... Jesus Christ. I will somehow finally be able to get the fuck out of here. And I will finally get the fucking essential beginnings of my build. Because I know I want the Death Givers. I know I want them. And out of all the armor, I think I'm probably going to go for fucking... I don't know. What. Also, weird note. Why is it that Like this is a really fucking weird thing, but I've been unable to not notice it. Royal Hood, level 4. You make it through one of these. Oh, you use Hunter. You use Mercenary, Hunter, or Assassin. Got it. Okay. I actually do want to quickly check Spectre. What's the Spectre do again? Let's just compare. Flash of Insight is tempting. I think, let's just compare. Flash of Insight is just tempting in general. I'm gonna be real. But I think what I'll probably end up doing is going for, not Cleanse, but... Yeah, you know what? Actually, you know, that does... This does seem like the strat. If the cooldown wasn't a fucking minute, oh my god. It has to be good then, right? So, 2 damage, 2% true damage versus players, 87 magical damage. Every 0.5 seconds, up to 5 enemies with a 7 meter. Take 2% every. It's true damage. How long does it last? 20 seconds. That's. I'm doing the math. That's 20% of your health. That's fucking wild. That's tempting, though. It's both tempting and not. Because on one hand, it's like, that actually doesn't seem that bad, but on the other hand, that actually seems like it could kill me. It could do me in. Oh, let's just take a look at Stalker. Unleash an electric... Is there anything firebound? Create a vicious or lasting deals magical damage based on your current health every... Ooh. I have to go lifesteal. Hellion. I have to. Okay, hold on. What do I need? What do I need? Okay. What do I need to craft you? I need demon hide padding, which I assume I can find with a lot of... Do I have that? No, I don't. That's unfortunate. I can probably find it. 110% probably find it. Anyways, let's finally turn off quick learn. And because we're doing this, let's do skinning. Skinning should hopefully go by a lot faster. I hope. Oh, golly gee. Can you tell I'm losing my fucking mind? I've been here for too fucking long, genuinely. Anyways, my entire fucking beef, I guess, is, I don't even know what I was saying. Care for yourself. I said it before. I'm not gonna, like, lie and say I don't play this game offline. And one of the major reasons I want the guild is purely to have people who can support each other. Our community is regardlessly helpful. I'm not gonna, like, act like that's, like... I'm not gonna act like it's just bullshit. Virtuous? What? I don't even know where the fuck I can see that. Stats. Oh yeah, Cryptid training. If anyone sends me a friend request, I'm eating you. I think I have them turned off. And they'll be off by the time this video goes up. Fuck you. Standing... Where's standing? What page is this? This is just details. Are these 3 factions? I don't fucking care. Anyways, I have my bullet. I don't even care. I'm not gonna take someone's, drop. It's one thing if I'm in a PvP zone and I know to speed up, I could just kill a motherfucker and get what they have. Because that's a perfectly viable strategy, and you know I'm going to do that. Is it scummy? 110%. Is it good? Oh yeah. Morality doesn't matter in games like this. I think a lot of people forget my username is Loki, not because I'm a fucking, not because of the fire or the aesthetic. No, it's because I genuinely will fucking steal from someone. Because if it's fair game and it's not against the rules, I'm taking your shit. You basically, like, I see no reason why not. I think that's one of the only reasons why I want a guild. Like, that is genuinely one of the only reasons, because I don't want to have to deal with bullshit. Because if I have other people with me to help me out and watch my back while I gather or I do the same for them, it's perfect. Oh shit. You get the fuck back here. Why are you at max health? I'm not done with you. Holy shit, level 9. What did we get at level 10? No way. Expert's Dagger. That'd be cool, I guess. I don't fucking know. Actually, I am curious. What is, like... This is just the Adept's Dagger. It's just higher rank. That's it. This just costs more. More... See, now those are the exacts. Now we're getting into something. Yeah, I just did one. But I do generally want to say, one of the only reasons I want a guild is because I've heard guilds can provide benefits. One, you could participate in seasons, and I'm generally really curious when I get into that entire mess, how that's going to be. There's also the entire fact that guilds, are also, like, able to attack other people, side with other people, and I'm thinking the Holy Norse Empire could make a bit of a name for itself. I did not even mean to... Didn't even mean to get the Impala, but, you know, fuck you, I guess. Like, there's no other reason than, you know, guild, community, something to stand on my own two legs so I don't have to join a group and adhere to their rules when I know my rules better. I'm not trying to, like, shit on anyone else. I'm just saying, or I'm trying to, like, get power. I'm not gonna lie, yeah. As a content creator, I want to be a part of my own guild. And I want my own guild so that way I do not have to answer to anyone I do not like. Plus, once again, I think I said it. Apparently, guilds can tax, and I do not want to join a guild where their entire gimmick is they tax you for everything. I feel like if I made a guild, the only reason I'm gonna fuck with it. I'm gonna fuck with it until I'm done 100%ing, and then if I turn out to really like this game still by the end of all of that, and even if I have a person who's like a designated gatherer for like one resource, and I know who I'm going to make do that, you know who you are. We're actually going to use this moment to quickly check. I am actually curious. They want to go down this path, which requires wood and... But are there any things we both require? Let's find out. I'm basically trying to see if I can force my mage friend into being a gatherer of a specific material. Metal. Boom. That motherfucker gonna be mining day and night. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna 100% the game. Let me reiterate. That's the entire fucking attraction. That's the entire playstyle, basically. I just fucking want the... I want the guild for no other reason than the perks it can bring, and I'm going to use that. I am aware this sounds really bad. I am fully aware this sounds really bad. However, I raise you that the benefits are really fucking helpful. I'm like trying to defend the fact that I'm basically just saying I want the power, I want the benefits, and I'm a content creator and having a community of, and because this is where I began, having a community of people that watch my bullshit is perfect. I mean, would you pass that up if you were if you were a content creator, you had a theme, and your options of groups to join that did not fit that theme, would you join them? No, you wouldn't, because they sound like bullshit. You're gonna join the one that fits your fucking bullshit, and then everything else can go suck a dick. That's the way I run. I have a theme. I have a good sense of how to fucking lead a guild. I know how to distribute power, and I know how to give people motivation. So that's why we're fucking here, and that's why we're doing this shit. I did not mean to get the rough logs. Why did I destroy... That was pure automatic movements. Oh god. All right, let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. All right. What's our durability at? 75. I think I've talked so much. Now we're finally going to hit the like moment where you're all going to just get that good old-fashioned compilation, baby. So I'll see you all when we're done. Let's do this shit. I'm realizing now how boring this is, and that just having to do that is probably the only reason why taking a goddamn just one goddamn video took like 3 days, because I constantly had to like clip those, like those little fucking moments of me getting hides and shit, or ores or planks or whatever, took so long that it was genuinely like demoralizing. I find myself enjoying more this method where I just do whatever the hell comes to mind. And it's much more fun. So, you know, once again, I'm someone that believes that we should only be editing out the parts where I'm not saying anything, I'm not doing anything, nothing's going on, so we're gonna be here for a bit. And I mean, hey, I'm gonna be completely fucking real. I said, like, on the first Albion Online video that I record and do content. We should probably go back just because I don't want to be overloaded. I record and do content like it's a VOD. It's just how I find I like doing content. Minor editing, more just existing and bringing you all on the journey with me. It just feels much more my style. And I mean, hey, if that makes a video longer and that makes it, he's dead. Didn't even drop any fucking loot. But, basically, I think I found out why tracking exists. Tracking seems to be the skill for... basically finding loot dungeons that aren't loot dungeons. Because dungeoneering may be dungeoneering, but tracking seems to be able to, be the equivalent. Alright, we're just gonna keep going and skinning, and that way, even if we're getting over encumbered, we should be at a good amount. And this thing's... We're not talking about that. So an animal can have at most 3 stacks of Sunder, which decreases resistances by 11. I like that. And it's a good energy cost, really. Getting that with Hellion, I think, is maybe the strat. And by the way, I want the only reason... I want to clarify. The only reason I want Hellion armor is, if anyone's, like, really curious, is because, my build is like a hybrid. Genuinely a complete accident. I love necromancy in general as a literal topic throughout history and whatever. It's just a genuinely interesting thing to me. So I kind of really like it. And the other reason is that I just simply kind of like the ability to raise the dead as your army. That's like spite. That's genuine spite powering what I do there, and it's too damn good. I have to admit. Like, imagine you're a man me, and then I'm just like, fuck you, you're my soldier now because you pissed me off. Like, I'd take it both as a compliment and as an insult. And I got stunned for a minute. I need to keep doing him. He stunned me again. Alright, now I need to heal as I attack. And we're gonna skin. And we're gonna go this way. But I mean, like, I don't know where I was going. Oh, right, okay. So, if anyone hasn't noticed, I have a color scheme. Green, black, sometimes gold. My reasoning is kind of exact. It's weird. Hold on, we're gonna get this real quick because I think it's... Hello? What the fuck? That wasn't even ping. That was FPS. Hold on a fucking second. Shadow resolution. Let's turn that to medium. Shader quality, let's turn that to medium too. What the fuck? But I just always found that I liked green as a color. I like black. I dress alt. Like, if oh god, can I fucking God, fucking hell, Loki, Jesus. I have that classic shirt with white and black stripes undershirt sleeves. Like, I got it. I bought that fucking shirt. I have it. I wear it. I've become more someone for sweaters recently. If it's not like appropriate to wear more alt clothing. Not to say I, don't dress the way I want to. Duh. I'm saying more weather-wise. Black absorbs colors really well, and I like sweaters. So what I found myself going for is like white buttoned up shirts, like work shirts, you know what I mean? But like ones that don't really matter. Shitty ones that I got at like a thrift, and then I just wear them underneath as like just a layer, and then I'll like wear them and I'll roll up the sleeves. Ooh, damn, I eviscerated that guy. Heretic saw fucking worms. Anyways, I'm realizing now, because I'm basically barely editing this video beyond if there's a jump, or if I go AFK for a second, that this video is basically going to be me having to watch the entire fucking thing and then add tiny little edits here and there that I think are funny. I'm just noticing that's more my style. But, I will say this. When it comes to color scheming, I am going to attack this guy. I'm too slow to run. Just fucking work with me here. God. What's fucking... It's Bloodlust. But if anyone... If anyone, is genuinely curious, I do have a second color scheme I kind of like. Black and, like, brimstone red. Like, crimson. That used to be my shit. Like, when I was, I want to say, in 8th grade, about 4 years ago. 5, actually. Oh, my God. Oh, God, I'm getting old. But that used to be, like, my color scheme, right? Black and crimson. And the reason why is because I kind of really liked the idea of being a demon. call that my emo phase, but I don't mean like, ooh, look at me, I'm edgy. I mean like the idea of being a paladin demon. This was before I realized that my playstyle is more roguish, and that's more how I like to play games. This was just me kind of finding what I like to do in video games, and what I liked to do was be a rogue. But at that time, I thought playing barbarian or paladin was perfect. Like, let me clarify. Not Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3 released much later, and it released when I realized my playstyle. When I would play Skyrim, my build would be a Nord that would side with the Empire. Because the idea was being sworn, and I would instantly do whatever sided me with the Daedric princes. Because that was the idea. It was swallowing your pride for the sake of the build. And, it was swallowing your pride for the sake of whatever showed allegiance to these dark gods, to this demon. The entire idea was you were morally gray because all that mattered was you followed this demon's orders, but you wouldn't hurt the innocent. That was literally the rule set of the build. It was a paladin sworn to darkness to defend people. Kind of like, and I'm gonna be completely real. The inspiration, Batman. Not completely, like, kind of half so, but kind of inspired it, kind of didn't. Inspired the build in the sense of being a dark knight, literally, but not a knight. And I just found myself preferring that playstyle at the time. So Crimson and Black and the color scheme for Hellion armor, it literally is a part of my life I've not experienced in a while. Like, hold on, let's take a look. Look at it. It may be a jacket, but the hood, brimstone. I'm gonna replace it with the cosmetics, don't get me wrong. Like, let me clarify. You ain't seen that shit. But that's how I was. It's kind of a it's a bit nostalgic for me, but it's also a reminder of a few other things. Either way, now I am a big old rogue. My go-to, like, if I had to rank, or if I had to pull out my 3 favorite, subclasses in Baldur's Gate 3, since I don't like playing Dungeons and Dragons. I know that doesn't make sense, but let me reiterate. I don't like playing Dungeons and Dragons, or Baldur's Gate 3, frankly, with other people. It fucking annoys me. I'm not saying that because it's like, oh, I don't like play styles, I don't like being in charge. No. I do not like it because I can get very easily annoyed. Like, I do not like it because strategy is an essential part. And unfortunately, also because Baldur's Gate 3 is kind of a tasking thing on computers, I do not want my computer to fucking explode if I tried. Sorry, we just require every single one of these for what we're about to do. Oh my god. Oh my god! We can get there. We just have to get here first. We have to get here first. It'll reduce it somewhat. We just have to get to the journeyman smelter. But if I had to pick my favorite, I'm not gonna say I'm not someone who likes playing D&D. I love playing D&D. I was a DM. Once again, I canceled it, not because I genuinely believed it was like the worst thing on earth, but because I'm writing a novel, and with content creating and me being a student, I'm already stretched kind of thin, in Dungeons and Dragons was just an addition of stress and constantly having to think and constantly having to not do another thing I would rather be doing in that moment for the sake of it. So I may be a writer, but as I when it comes to D&D, I'm a player, and that's just the way I am. And like, if we're going off my favorite 3 subclasses in Baldur's Gate 3, it's the Arcane Trickster. Specifically the Arcane Trickster where, you make a... What the fuck was that noise? That's from the game. Oh, shit. Wait, how the fuck do I turn that off? Audio... interface... We're gonna be doing this for a second. Speech bubbles... No, actually, yeah, that actually... Pop up on login. We're not gonna do this. Yes. Alright. Oh yeah, this is my role priority. Tank, DPS. Not even as in like, oh, priority, how necessary. I mean genuinely in how I order them in my head from front line, back line. Healer's only slightly farther up because I feel like a healer can heal themselves to tank. Can barely move. I know, I can tell. Please. Please. And 278. It's gone down a bit. Not as much as I would like, but a bit. We're gonna turn off quick learn on that. How many daggers are we going to get from this? Nowhere near as many as I think. That guy is just punching that fucker with all. He's going to die to a fox. Can I help, bro? No, I'm too slow. I'm too slow. I can't. I'm sorry. Maldita mierda. Maldita mierda. I don't know. I chose French. I'm not even good at it. I'm good at reading it. I'm not even good at fucking speaking it. And we still need a fucking trudge along. That what? Falco. I didn't even mean to click on his thing. Can I close it out? Please. It was an accident. It's still. What's this? We'll use the city portal in Limhurst. Huh. Weird. Anyways. We are going to put... Oh, we're actually going to check real quick? Nah, we have to order them, at least. Okay. That helped barely. Now we need to trudge along to the Hunter's Lodge. And then we'll be there. Alright, okay. Top 3 subclasses in Baldur's Gate 3. It alternates randomly just on how I feel. Arcane Trickster for Rogue. I always end up taking things that deal with dead bodies and shadows. I know that's really stereotypical, but it's genuinely how I end up being in Baldur's Gate 3. I am the one that does like shit with bodies. Okay, not in that way. I'm the one that I take the corpse sinew thing. They explode. Boom. Fuck you. I was helpful. You can't deny that. I take that. So that's usually what I do with that. And I'll usually end up... I'll always ask, do you want me to be ranged or up close to my party when I'm about to play? And every time, they'll go up close. So I go up close. My second one would be... God, we're gonna spam this to the moon and back. Alright. God. First, let's go run through the other 2. Necromancy Wizard. Some people may call it stupid, but I actually do like putting I actually, as a wizard, will go for a dagger in that instance. And I want you to know, I'm probably picking drow for both of these. Like that's almost 110% the granted thing. I'm picking a drow for the arcane trickster. I am picking, if not a drow, maybe maybe a human for the wizard, for the necromancer. And my third favorite, because I have a problem, is Oathbreaker Paladin. I'm a sucker for a good Oathbreaker, because that means your story is interesting. All right, now we're gonna do what I've been waiting to do.
Let's get to work. Help yourself.
How many can we make? 21. Okay.
Of course. Deadly choice. Help yourself. Of course.
Holy shit.
Come back
We got it.
if you make it.
Fucking finally! Oh my god. Oh god, how long fucking was that? Oh my god. No. We're not done. We're not done. We need to craft the rest.
Of course.
We need to craft the rest. If we get a really high grade one, I'm not complaining.
Of course. Deadly choice.
And I still have so much fucking bronze.
Strike true.
Yes! Oh my god, what quality is this? 640. Oh god, they're all worse, but this is gonna be so rewarding. Hold on. Okay.
I have lots to trade.
How much, okay, first off, let's put our crafted materials in their proper locations. Yes, I like having a system. Usually I would just sort, it's gonna do it by ABC order. Probably. I don't fucking care. It's funny. Alright. Okay. Now, we are going to look at our profits after all of this. We have 88,545. One of these is worth, we're going to split just to see. Hold on, we're going to split just to see what the cheapest is worth. 192. The total repair cost for all of this bullshit is 2,672. We need to have at minimum 88,545 by the end of this. $104,000. We made a big profit. Not huge, but that profit's a profit. I'm finally free. It took 2 fucking hours. And I'm fucking free. Oh god, wait, next video. Oh, next video, wait. How does one get the Deathgiver stuff? Piece of an ancient can be used to craft or salvage into adept relics. How do I get it? Oh no. Next video, are we just going to be in the fucking dungeons grinding for that shit? Oh no, God, why? You know what? No, we're not done. We're not done. We're not done. Because we are going to... I know this for a fact. If we go all the way to Limhurst, we have something. There are owners of land here, but there are public ones. Public. These two are public. This is this we need. Where are the public ones? Where are the public ones? The one time I need the fucking public ones, please. All they have is a repair station? Seriously? Hold on. We'll time lapse this. I'm combing over them. I think our best bet is genuinely just going to be finding the. Hold on. Let's just take a look. Okay, in Stagborn we have a tier 3 Journeyman's Tanner. The same with a stonemason and a lumber mill. That gets us to Journeyman. If we go here to a tier 4 area, you have a tier 8 Elders Repair Station. Here, here, and here. Let's just quickly go to wherever the fuck it is. I completely forgot the name. It blanked on my head. Hold on. Soda shall help. I started with this thing unopened, and it's at like halfway now. God. I've been recording for 2 hours, okay? Where are we going? Limhurst. So all we need to do is just walk. And we'll just hopefully speed through this. We made a good profit. All I need to do is find a crafting station. As soon as I have 1,000,000 gold, we're actually 1/10 of the way there. Wait. Oh my god, we're actually 1/10 of the way to gain a guild. Holy shit. And then we get a guild island. Ooh, okay, I can work with this. Okay. It will be faster in the tier 4 area because those things cost and sell for more money. So let's just go along the path. What about here? Actually, hold on, let's actually check all the areas. Cracked earth. Tier 3, tier 3, tier 3, tier 3. On, let's just double check tier 4 area. Repairman. All they have are repairmans? So they forced the cities to kind of be genuine bastions where you can sell and do stuff. That's both really clever and a huge dick move. Fuck you, Albion Online. Wow. Okay, hold on. Let's just check to see if we can craft those things in Limhurst. I love it when my frames fucking die. Alright, okay. I'm trying not to have me drinking the soda audible, but it's really difficult. Oh, yep, there's the dying frames that say we're here. Okay, let's go over this carefully. This is where we are. This is owned by someone. It's all owned by, like, one fucking guy. Holy shit, what the fuck? I think this may be a problem with the game, because... Let me open Task Manager. We're fine, even in this mess. Artifact Foundry? What? What's this?
You have my utmost attention.
Here you may attempt to meld artifact fragments into a single function artifact. You have the different grades. Tier 4. A rune, a soul. Any. I assume Hunter is going to be our best friend for now. McGonagall? What do I use you for? Required for the Heron Spear. Blank Monk Staff. Whispering Bow. Bloodletter. Are you the only artifact one? How good are you? Lunging Stabs. Oh, you're a fucking short rapier. Fuck no. Fuck you. We'll get to you when we get to you. Fuck you. Are you
Go
owned
on.
by anyone?
I am listening.
I think this is one of these public ones. Usage fee per 100 nutrition consumed. Users. Associates. Sadler. I just need to see a hunter's forge. A public one preferably. Can we highlight something? There's 226 players. That's probably what's doing me in. Where's the closest one? I don't think we're able to access these. That's why they're grayed out. Our closest one is down there, so let's... No, it's this way. This place is fucking weird. I burped. Oh dear God. We just need to see if we can use it. Okay, that we can.
Ready for the wild?
Ha! It costs...
Beware of the wild.
These scumming assholes want to take my money
On the
to
hunt?
use their bullshit? No. No, they don't get that. They don't get my money. They don't deserve it. Do you know what's going to happen? I am going to craft it on my own. I will make my death givers off of my guilds.
You make an excellent target. Just kidding.
If my island can have all of these, that is where I will have these. I will have my guild, I will have my island, not be a place where I have to pay thousands to craft one thing. Because if that's the public one, let's go to the repair station quickly. Just. First off, insane to me that they're all custom and the only ones I can't use are the ones that are blacked out. Also, who the fuck let this one guy monopolize them? This Pendragon guy's fucking everywhere. If there's a god, I want that person to wake up with two left feet. I need them to experience a weird form of punishment. I will find out. Because it doesn't craft. It doesn't cost to craft on one that you own, but it does elsewhere. So you want to know what I'm doing in response to that? Let's go back to Forest Cross, and then I'll tell you all. Let's go back there. I do genuinely have to comment that the little notes of like this path has been used over and over and over. It's been walked. It's been maintained the best it can. But you can see moss and grass over time have overtaken it with the shifting of dirt. I really appreciate that. And even like little bumps like this. There's a lot. You can tell it's not a lot, but it's tiny details like that that add to the wear and tear of the path that make it seem like this path has been here for a long time and it's been used by many people. And I have to appreciate a small detail like that. I'm a writer. I have to appreciate good storytelling without words when I can, because I unfortunately do not have that talent because I write. So I have to use words, but it is what it is. Alright. Now that we are in Forest Cross, I'm going to say what I'm going to do next episode. You see, I need gold. Oh, well, not gold. I need silver. I need my money. The reason I need my money is because if I don't have it, I will never have an island to make stuff on. I'd imagine if you have that plot, you can tax people who want to use it. And I imagine that's why there's several. Someone lowers the price so it's more fair, so more people go to them, and ultimately they get more money. But I'm not that type of person. I don't care about that. I don't care about getting more money, more power, or anything like that. I care about making it known that I will do whatever it takes to not let them profit from me. It's one thing to let someone profit from you that you're friends with, and it's mutual. It's another thing to let a bastard that monopolizes it profit instead. So you want to know what we're doing? I found out quality is a thing in this game. And what better way to test the quality and test the RNG and actually start the documentation? Well, it'll be outdated, so no, but what better way to see how many it takes to get one highest quality broadsword? Or a masterpiece quality, anything, then spam crafting it over and over and over. And where better to begin than my tree? That's right, assholes. Well, actually, let's begin here, and then we can just go towards the center. The reason why is because if I have to farm more of Journeyman rank or tier 3 rank crafting and materials in bulk, I think I may lose my mind. So let's begin with tier 1. We are going to make as many novices broadswords as we can next video. And this begins the money grind. And just to solidify that I mean that, hold on, what's required for the novices broadsword? Those? Tier 2? Oh, sorry, not tier 1. Tier 2 materials. We're gonna begin now. So, I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you enjoyed my random fucking rants, maybe subscribe. I always do that. And turn on notifications if you want to know when I upload again. And please remember to eat something, drink some water, care for yourself. And I hope you all have a good one. Take care now.